Hogwarts Legacy does something that not many games have been able to do for me for quite some time, and it's allowing me to feel like I am a part of something that is really fascinating. The game is very self-aware of what the wizarding world is, and it knows how to attract its audience. One thing that is blatantly clear about Hogwarts Legacy, it doesn't really care about your opinion about the way that the game plays or its difficulty or the mediocrity that people will discuss Hogwarts Legacy as having. In fact, it sort of embraces that and puts that on a silver platter for the people that it knows are going to love the game. It gives me the same feeling as when I went to Universal Orlando for the first time and I went into Hogsmeade and I went into Diagon Alley. There's just an absolute rush of wonder and mystical mysteriousness that just wafts over you and makes you feel like you are in a completely new place that you just don't want to leave. And something about Hogwarts Legacy really encapsulates all of that. The music, the score that just wraps you in with a blanket of excitement. The way that the world is constructed in such a one-to-one comparison from what you see in the movies. It makes you feel a part of something familiar, yet also unknown. And that is what is so exciting to experience when you're playing Hogwarts Legacy. It's not focused on being the most difficult game that you could ever play. It's not Elden Ring. It knows what it is. And I think that the name of the game is actually really indicative of everything related to how it plays. It is about the experience of being a part of Hogwarts, of being at the Hogwarts castle, of being in the surrounding world. That's really what is so phenomenal about the game. Because when you play through the story itself is not the most incredible story you could ever experience in a single player game. It's fine for the most part. The ending is probably a little underwhelming for some people. For myself, it was a little too simple. I kind of was expecting and hoping for some twists and turns that never really happened. So the story was fine, but I never really played the game for the story. In fact, a lot of the time I didn't even play it. I actually watched my fiance play it. And what's really big about that is she's not somebody who likes to play games for the most part. Her favorite games are Mario and Solitaire. She's not what you would consider a gamer, but she loves the wizarding world. And when we went to Universal Orlando and got to experience Harry Potter firsthand, it sparked a desire to experience Hogwarts Legacy and to experience the wizarding world in a deeper way. She actually beat the game and put north of 70 to 100 hours in the game. And most of the time, I didn't even play. I actually watched her. I have my own character on our account, but we sort of shared the account for the first 10-ish levels. And then after that, I just kind of watched her and experienced it with her. And that, to me, is what is so beautiful about Hogwarts Legacy. It takes a person who may not be normally in the thick of things with the video game world, but it makes them want to experience what Hogwarts Legacy has to offer, simply because it puts you there. It makes you feel the world that you're in. And it sets the tone right away with the main menu music. The music that plays when you are in your menu just encapsulates you and lets you know that you are playing Hogwarts Legacy. I found myself being very interested trying to go around Hogwarts Castle and going around Hogsmeade and the surrounding areas to find various things that were mysterious and exciting. I wanted to learn the new spells. I wanted to know how to do the combos. I wanted to learn more about the world as I experienced it. And if I had one gripe with Hogwarts Legacy, one thing that I would have loved to see done differently is I would have loved to see more of the mystery, more of the intrigue, more of the things that you find throughout the world. Far too many times did I go around the world and think that I would find a hidden space and find something really revolutionary or just something really cool, but in reality it was not so enthralling. But that's truly the only real negative thing that I can say about the game, because outside of that, I still found myself loving to customize my character and mess with my wardrobe and learn my different spells and interact with the various professors throughout the castle. It put me in the world of Harry Potter, and I think that is the thing that they really truly succeeded with when creating Hogwarts Legacy. They tapped into your emotional state, and that is why the game connected with so many people. The launch of the game was something of a controversial scenario where there was a number of people who did not want the game to succeed, but in reality, the game ended up becoming the best-selling game of the year, which is a very huge feat to have when Call of Duty and Activision has named that spot for the last 10 plus years. So for a game that many call mediocre to be the best-selling game of the year, there has to be a reason for that, and it has to come down to the emotional factor that Hogwarts Legacy has. The fans of the Wizarding World are very emotionally connected, and when they made Hogwarts Legacy and put you in the world that is full of emotion, it makes you want to come back and come back and come back. Perhaps one of the best things that they did with Hogwarts Legacy is decide not to do any full expansions or DLC for the game. They've done small, little minor things like the summer update, but instead they're working on a sequel to the game. They're working on the next big chapter in the Hogwarts Legacy world, rather than adding on to the game that is already here. This is kind of when you watch a show that you're really enjoying and they leave you with a cliffhanger. It's like, I want more. I desperately want more of this great thing. So now you gotta wait till the next one. And it's an unfortunate feeling, but it's also a positive feeling. And it's a feeling that they have intentionally given us players. I have absolutely adored my time with Hogwarts Legacy. And when coming to make this video, it really put me back into the mindset of how much I loved that game and how much I can't wait to play the next one that they're putting together, because if it's anything like Hogwarts Legacy, it is absolutely going to reach a massive amount of success. So for me, I greatly enjoyed Hogwarts Legacy, even if I wasn't the one sitting down and actually playing the whole time. I periodically jumped in and helped out my fiance here and there, but I did experience the entire game for what it has to offer, and it really is something special. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I've got more videos coming out just like this. I think the next one I'm going to be doing is jumping into Elden Ring. I've never played any Souls game. I've barely played single player games, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen if I try that.